Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, bringing you our final episode of our modern house building episode by building a beautiful city street with street lights and sidewalks and sewers and all sorts of other great stuff. So let's get this episode underway. Alright, and welcome back to Scar World, and our modern house is nearly complete. The only thing we need to finish here is, of course, our front streets. We need to create a street that runs along here with sidewalks and gutters and streetlights and all sorts of great stuff. Now, I'm going to put this out right now, and I want you guys to help me name the street. So in the comments of the video or on Twitter, you can send it to me here on YouTube in the comments or on Twitter. Let me know what you want this street to be called. So we're going to name this street along here, and I'll pick the best comment. And in the house tour, I'll let you guys know what I chose. So we have completed this beautiful, beautiful house here with a s'more house design. So it's got its kind of marshmallow and it's dark chocolate and it's graham cracker. It's got garages and landscaping and all sorts of good stuff. And it's really exciting to finally have it nearly complete. We're just about to do our house tour, and we finished up our landscaping in the backyard. Still a few more little touches to do here and there. And yeah, I was very, very excited to finally finish this up and move on to our next project. But before we do that, we got to work on our city street. And I've been trying to decide what would be a good yellow line down the middle. I know it's a simple little thing, but I haven't quite decided. I've chose, the sidewalk material, the street lights, things of that nature. But the yellow line down the middle, haven't chose that, to kind of keep direction and stuff. So this is kind of the order of things that I've liked so far. So this, of course, is our number one choice here. Or this is just choice one. It's not so much that it's my number one choice, but this is just choice one. So you can let me know which one you guys like best. So here's choice one here. And this, of course, is wool. And what I like about this is we can elevate it using carpet, which is kind of cool. Next one is wheat. I like the darkness to it, and I like the texture, like the paint from the yellow line has really got into the grooves of the concrete or whatever you make roads out of. So I think that's kind of cool. And then moving on down here, we have our hardened clay, our gold, of course, and then some kind of experimental decisions here, just trying to see what would look cool. This, of course, is, birch and sandstone, and then, of course, gold pressure plates. So yeah, let me know which one you guys like better. So that's choice one, choice two, choice three, choice four, choice five, choice six, and you guessed it, choice seven. So yeah, I'm excited about that because I think we can really do something really cool there. And yeah, we'll see which one you guys choose. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're just going to start getting things together. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to come up on the lawn here to start our street. We're going to work on the sidewalks. So this little sidewalk design is pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have some stairs facing this way. And I know some of you guys might be building the street not attached to the s'more house. Wait, some of you might be. So this design can be just attached to really anything. There we go. So we're just going to leave it to about there. All right, and then I'm going to sneak on over here, and I'm going to continue this all the way down. There we go. Continue this all the way down to here. There we go. We'll continue it to about there. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay, so now I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to take out a stone slab. Now, this is more kind of, directed towards at this house. But if you have any little pathways leading off of your road, you can always do this design. But now what we're going to do is work on our sidewalk. So we're going to take these half slabs. These, of course, are the stone half slabs. And then we're going to run these. Let me connect that. There we go. And we're going to connect this all the way down to here. So what I just noticed recently is I need to update my texture pack because the 1.9 is just about out. So I'm making these videos right before Christmas. So when I'm gone for Christmas. So I just got back from being really, really sick. And then it's Christmas. So it's like, oh man, I'm just kind of in a frazzle trying to get videos together and things of that nature. And trying to get my texture pack updated. But I don't think 1.9 comes out before the New Year's. So I'm okay that way because I want to make sure the texture pack's updated so you guys can download the latest and greatest. There we go. So let me get that set. So like I was saying for my texture pack, this is one of my favorite things is having these actually connected like that so they don't have the extra seam there. Anyway, let's jump over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start laying this out. So our first block here, we're going to go like this. We're going to go one, and then I'm going to place down a piece of carpet like that. And then I'm going to go from here. So that's one, and then two, three, and then I'm going to call this block. I'm just going to stick it down one block. Just so I know that's the middle. So then I'm going to go two more like that, and then block, and then boom, like a so. And then let me sneak up here and let me add these blocks like that. There we go. Let me sneak over here like this. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now you guys can kind of see the design, how we have it. Let me go over here so you can see it a little more clearly. There you go. So what do we have? We have stair, then half slab, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then repeat that same process over there. So 7 blocks in the middle. And then, of course, the yellow line will be in the center. That's why I wanted to have that moved down. But anyway, that's kind of the basic design to start with. Of course, we're going to have sewers and all sorts of good stuff eventually. But yeah, I think that'll look really cool. And then we need to work on our driveway up ahead a little bit. But I've never come up with a good street design, but I think this is good. I think it's got enough kind of dimensionality. I think it'll be kind of interesting to have kind of the sewer drains, street lights, things of that nature. It'll look a lot better than what we had before, and that is just over there, which is about a 4 by... Is it about? Yeah, it's like 4 blocks wide, and that's about it. Nothing fancy by any means. So I think on a live stream on Twitch, we will do that section of the road over there, which will take a little more time because we're going to have to re-terraform some of the land. That's okay. We always have fun doing that anyway. So yeah, I think that'll be a great live stream on Twitch. So if you don't know, I live stream on Twitch. Some weeks I miss because of health reasons and things of that nature. But for the most part, I stream on Saturday and Sundays. And we have a lot of fun over there. So if you don't know, head on over there, follow me there so you'll be notified when I do go live. And of course on Twitter. Twitter is actually the best place to ever be notified whatever's going on with my channel. So if you guys ever want to keep up to date with things that go on, follow me on Twitter because that's where I update you guys when new videos come out. Sometimes new videos don't hit the sub boxes on YouTube. It's a little better than they used to back in the day, but YouTube's still a little finicky. And of course, Twitch is a little finicky also. You'd think, you know, notifying your viewers for Twitch streams, YouTube videos would be the platform like Twitch or YouTube's #1 priority, but it's not. It's not. Usually those things are like the first things to fail. But anyway, we're getting this thing all set up and ready to go. And we're getting our road built up here. Now, I do want to do a cross street. Oh, hello there, little rabbit. How are you doing today? Good? Wonderful. So I'm just bringing this across here. So I'm thinking about doing another road going that way. So I think that'll be really cool. And there we go. We've got our first stage of our road complete. Now we just need to start adding some more detail and getting that all done. So I'll work on adding the sidewalk on the other side, and I'll be right back. And a quick update here. So as you can see, I got the road all the way down here, and eventually this will have a tunnel and all sorts of cool stuff built up there for future expansion. And as you can see, I decided to expand the kind of a lawn that we have along here all the way down to there. And then of course we have our plants, which I'll extend also down there. And then this road will go that way. And then I'm still deciding if I want to bring another cross street going that way. So this could be a 4-way intersection by the time we're done. But yeah, so let me continue to finish up the lawn work here. And then we'll work on getting some of those finishing details built into the road. And there we go. We've got our sidewalk, we've got our lawn and plants all set up and ready to go. So let's jump down here. And as you can see, let me grab that back. There we go. As you can see, I've spaced this out by 7 blocks and then started the sidewalk again. So, you know, just keeping with the same pattern here. And then we run these blocks all the way down here like so. And it looks like we need to make a slight modification there. There we go. There we go. Now we fixed that all up. Beautiful. So we got the sidewalk going there. Now you might be wondering, what about the extra street that'll go along there? Now I feel like this street is super modular. And what I mean by that is if we just want to like extend it here or move it around here, it's super easy to do that because it's a really basic shape and style that I think it lends itself pretty well to just kind of moving it around and things of that nature. So I think if we do choose to make it go down there, we totally can. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it out because I don't know the size of the next house that will go there. I'm also considering 2 smaller houses on those 2 lots over there. So splitting those into 2 lots, 2 small houses, I think would look kind of awesome. So that's why I think I'm kind of holding off on adding another street there, but definitely a tunnel. But this isn't tunnel ready. I want to make a bigger hill here and stuff like that. But yeah, so let me finish up moving this street all the way down there, and then we'll work on our driveway down at the end. And there we go. Look at the progress. We've got our roads and our sidewalks all set up and ready to go. So now what we need to do is work on our driveways. So let's start looking at how we're going to accomplish this. So as you can see, this little step up here is not going to really work out for a driveway. So what I'm thinking here is if we do something like this. So let's put these blocks along here like that. There we go, looking good so far. And then we'll jump on over here, and then we're gonna take these bad boys and put them along there. Looking good, perfect, awesome, nice. Hello. Let's see. How many do I want to do? Oh, just continue this all the way. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so next thing I want to do here is continue our sidewalk up into here, and then we're going to drop it down like so, and then push it back up one block like so. There we go. There we go. What do you think? I think this looks good so far. I want to know your impressions, if that kind of makes like a realistic looking sidewalk. There we go. Or driveway entrance. I think that looks good. I think that looks natural, right? Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, like we talked about before, we added those pieces of carpet along there, and then we're just going to add these pieces along here just to finish it all up and clean it up. Okay. All right, my friends. Now it's time to decide. I'm kind of getting a little bit, you know, I keep deciding which one I want to choose, and I kind of want to do just a really random thing. I want to try the wheat. I'm going to try the wheat. I'm leaning still towards this, but I kind of want to just try the wheat for the heck of it. Okay? So, what we're going to do here is we're going to start right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to space this out by 3. So as you can see, there's a spacing of 3. And then we're just going to continue these like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll add one more and then a spacing of 3. You know, this is something that if we don't like it, we can always change it down the road. But I would prefer to kind of keep it. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Because see how it lines up here, and then this one, it kind of it's just more symmetrical, I think, that way. So spacing of 3 and then 5 in the middle, I think's a good solution. But if you guys have a better one, definitely let me know, because I'm just guessing at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just think that looks good, but we can always space it out or change it up or do something a little bit different in the future. And there we go. We've got our lines in the middle of the road set up and ready to go. So let's jump on down here before we get to our sewer drains, which I've been working on a design. Now, one of the reasons why I did prefer the wheat was that in the asphalt of streets, you know, when they start painting it, it has those little cracks and little rocks and all the little nooks and crannies that the paint gets stuck into. And that's why I went with this design, because I think it kind of looks like that. So let me know what you think, and if we should just go back to one of these other ones, but I think I like that for now. But let's jump over here and look at our sewer drain design. So this is kind of the sewer drain design that I have at the moment, where we have these grates put in the middle of the street in the center block in the middle here. So let's do one over here. So we go over here, find one in the center here like that. We do one on either end. We cut out that block like so, and then drive our little pilings down into there. There we go. And then we can just build up the sides. Now, yes, this takes quite a bit of work for a little sewer drain like this. But, you know, sometimes the little extra details and the little extra time and effort do pay off in the end. So let's put that down there and then put that on top. So I think that looks kind of cool. You know, you can kind of get a little hint of the water under there, being the storm drains and things of that nature. So yeah, it's quite a bit of work, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, and it kind of goes with the design of it. And yeah, so this is going to take a while. So I'm going to keep working on these, and I'll see you in a little bit. And there we go. We've got our storm drains all loaded up and ready to go. So let's jump down here. And now the only stumbling block I have with this design is the street light. And I just can't figure out exactly how I want to do the street lights, because I don't want them to cover up the houses. So I've been thinking about running them along this side of the street and doing it every other block for now. I was considering maybe doing it one here, and then one over here, and then one over there. So what I'm going to do for now anyway, is I'm going to do it right in the center right here. I'm going to push it back one block, so it's back here. And I'll push it up like so, and then go up like that, boom, and you guessed it, bam, like that. There we go, looking good. So the reason why I chose this particular way of doing it, let me fix this up just a little bit so you guys can see how the rest of the design is going to flow. There we go, like that, there we go. So I feel like that's a pretty good kind of setup. Now, if we want to change this down the road, like we talked about, this is very modular. We can kind of add and subtract different parts of it if we choose. So yeah, we could do it, you know, every other one, every one of the yellow lines, or stagger it. So one over here, one there. So we can kind of choose between the two. So like we talked about, it kind of goes like this. We find the center point, and then we bring this up to about there. And then we put that down there, sea lantern. And then, you know, if your particular design calls for glowstone or some type of redstone light, definitely do that. This is that you can choose and swap out anything you want up there. That's totally up to you. There we go. Put that like so, cut that on like that, and then we can cover this up just to make sure everything looks flush and uniformed. There we go. Beautiful. We put that along there. So then I think that's a good design. It's a nice kind of city-like design. I think this is a really good system for our entire design throughout here. I like keeping them low. I don't want them to be super high and obstructive, of the vision and stuff like that when you're looking around. And I think that'll look really cool. And yeah, well guys, hopefully you enjoyed today and you were inspired to add this kind of city street system to your own worlds. And if you do, let me know. Send me a picture on Twitter. And until next time, my friends, we'll see you later.